McCovey Cove. Unfortunately, the fans have now kind of died out here, but you didn't have to, of course, get in the water to be wet out here. It was crazy raining just a little while ago, but fans still had an amazing time.
Of course, anytime, any day, anywhere, any place. Yeah, of course, all day, every day. Let's go, Giants! Yeah!
And check out these fireworks after the game as they fired up into the air. Fans here in McCovey Cove jumped into the air. They didn't mind getting wet. In fact, they actually got more excited as the rain came down harder and harder. They told us they'll be back here on Wednesday. They'll be barbecuing, picnicking, rain or shine. And fans are also having a great time over in the dugout store tonight. They're just buying stuff up. We're going to go ahead and go out live to Paul Chambers. Paul, they're still out there right now?
Lorraine, if you can't see, you can hear them right here. They all are right here. All the Giants fans going crazy right here. I tell you what, if we can swing right here, there was a debate tonight. A lot of people only care about posing for president, and a lot of them came out here to get these New York National League Championship jerseys, the t-shirts. They're all excited, very excited about the World Series coming up. But you can see they're going crazy outside the dugout store. I'm Paul Chambers live. Back to you.
I could watch that all night. The Giants had some great pitching tonight. That's their trademark. The team's ace, Matt Cain, set the tone of the bullpen, preserved the shutout. But the Giants' bats also came alive tonight. And when Giant pitchers have run support, fans can pretty much just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Our sports director, Mark Abani, is live from AT&T Park once again out there on the field. And Mark, it seems like the Cardinals just fell apart and made it surprisingly easy for the Giants.
It really was interesting to see such a World Championship caliber team like the Cardinals just have so many problems defensively. And that they seem to lose their composure. Off the field, they were fine, of course, under the guidance of Mike Matheny, their manager. But on the field, they just defensively, one mistake, mental mistake, physical mistake after another, and it cost them dearly. The Giants with a big 5-run third to open this thing up. And Hunter Pence, who's had such difficulty getting on track with the bat, comes through in a big way with a shot to left. And with the Cardinals, again, showing lack of prowess on defense, boot the ball out there. Buster Posey is actually able to come all the way around to first to score. And 3 runs in, and the Giants find themselves with a lead. We talked about Marco Scooter on his bat with a National League record 14 playoff hits in this series. But how about the glove work on that Ole play? And then the surreal moments of the 9th inning. The rain just came down in torrents. Sergio Romo had to get. And how about this for fittingly, Matt Holliday, who was a villain for the Cardinals, pops out to Scutero to end it. Perfect poetry. And on the baseball diamond, soaked now, money, the Giants go off with a celebration of their 2nd National League pennant in the last 3 years. They now face the Detroit Tigers. And as fate would have it, they have never played the Detroit Tigers in postseason in the history of the Giants franchise, and that includes when they were back in New York. Another interesting little historic fact from tonight, the Giants, in their history, again, including New York, have never won a 7th game in a playoff series of any sort. So tonight, they put all that to bed. They are the National League pennant winners. And they do it decisively, outscoring the Cardinals in the final 3 games to 20-1. Cardinals with only 1 run in their last 28 innings. That's the sporting life out here at AT&T. Going to go in, get dried off, and Giant fans will go off outside the stadium probably all night long.
It's going to be a long night. All right, Mark, thank you. Well, tonight's sellout crowd at the ballpark will be holding on to their ticket stubs, as Mark just mentioned. This is the Giants' first Game 7 victory since the team moved to San Francisco. KTVU's Deborah Villone was also inside the ballpark for Game 7, and she joins us now live to tell us what it was like. Deborah?
Well, Julie, we're outside the players' entrance, and amid the noise, the rain, the craziness, the euphoria, let me show you a quiet moment. In the underground tunnel the players used to go to from the clubhouse to the field, we saw shortstop Brandon Crawford take a quick detour for a picture and a kiss. Down the hall to say hello to his wife, Jay Lynn, before the game. They're expecting their first child in December. their daughter.
People tease me, don't go into labor yet. I'm like, I'm hanging in there. She kicks during the game the whole time because it gets so loud, and I'm jumping up and down. We're all out of our seats standing all 9 innings, so.
Jaylyn's surrounded by her sisters and other relatives and friends. She always wears a Lucky Frog necklace, and Brandon's mom, Lynn, sits just a few seats away. She told me tonight she was so nervous she could barely breathe. And when she watches her 25-year-old son perform under so much pressure with so much poise, she remembers so long ago when he started with T-ball and practicing in the backyard. And was it a constant all
Constant. That's how he amused himself, going out in the backyard, just imaginary games. That game-winning catch, hitting the home run that wins the game. So
he envisioned this when he was maybe 8 years old.
Yeah, he envisioned it way before we did. I mean, it was always fun to watch, but he was always the one with that dream, saying, yeah, I'm going to play for the Giants, I'm going to be a shortstop.
And going to go to the World Series. Brandon Crawford, such a key part of this team, too. Even tonight, with the catches he made in the field, and of course his hitting throughout the series. So every player has a family and a story to tell, and for so many people in that circle of friends and family, this is an unforgettable night. For the Crawfords, the World Series, and then the birth of a little baby girl in December. We're live at AT&T Park. Deborah Villone, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
And Brandon, a long way from T-ball. Well, more details now. The World Series begins this Wednesday right here on KTVU. The Giants host the Detroit Tigers for the first 2 games at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Coverage begins at 4:30